Guys, what's up? I'm Corey Bricker, Rapitronics. Welcome back to my channel. I want to give you a little update today on my experience with Viibryd, my second go round. What do they say the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Well, I don't know which was worse, the first time or the second time. On the last video I made for you guys, it was like day 2 or that was like day 3, and it was really kicking in. And I just had a great day, and I had a great boost, and I felt good. But like almost immediately after, like the following few days, I went into a major spiral downward, and it just magnified all of the wrong feelings for me, like negative emotions, right? Like sadness, pity, despair, and it just made my depression worse, actually. And I was on, like I said in that video, like the lowest dose. And yes, I got a little lash back from a friend. You're probably watching, Steve. I had permission from my doctor, to, cut my pills in half. And anyways, they were prescribed to me. They're mine. And yeah, so it was like a 10 milligram, and I cut it in half. I was like 5 milligrams, right? So, and I think I even did half of that a couple days. So it'd been like 2.5 milligrams. Anyways, doesn't matter. I was on like the lowest dose possible, and it still got me. I spiraled out of control, and it was horrific. I'm so glad I'm coming out of it right now. I'm feeling a little bit better today, but man, it was sketchy. I felt horrible, guys. I didn't want to live. I was like super messed up. It just totally made these intense feelings of sadness and sorrow and despair just kick in and go on, and I could just almost feel it in my body. I was just like this physiological thing too. I was like completely out of my control. I knew it was this, and everything hit me at once. So it was like the weather was nasty, so we couldn't work for a few days, and just some other things going on. I don't really want to hash it all up right now, but I'm just letting you know it made everything just way worse for me. So that's my experience. I don't think I'll probably go down that path again. Not worth it. Not worth it. I'm just better off with exercise and positive people, and definitely sunlight. Definitely sunlight. I'm going to start feeling really good here when the sun comes out. I'm so grateful. I definitely have seasonal affective disorder. I don't know if you do too, but that can be one of the major causes of depression, is just these seasons. You just can't function as well, when winter hits and it's like blue or gray skies all the time. Yeah, I know how you feel. Holy cow, it becomes debilitating. Anyways, I'm back, and I feel so much better today. I'm really grateful. I'm feeling good, because I was not feeling good. I was just not feeling good. So, if you decide to go on a little ride with these guys, watch out, man. They're powerful. You might have a couple good days, but then, yeah, it's kind of like I don't know, kind of gives you like a false hope. I don't know, like maybe you've got the fortitude to ride that out and it would get better, but I just don't have it in me. I'm too scared to like see what these would do, because of how bad I felt and how bad my thoughts got. And I can't do that. Can't do it. I don't know what I was going to say, but I just wanted to let people know, oh yeah, this is what I was thinking. I also, you could tell it would, like, sometimes you get headaches on this stuff. So that's the other thing. And on a full dose, if you start titrating up or whatever that is, ramping up, you might get these headaches that'll they won't go away. And they're just kind of like this dull pain in your head all the time. So that's another thing to watch out for. I did notice that. But yeah, other than that, everything just got really fucking intense. Not gonna lie. It was a shitty week. Had to give you this update though, because I can't just make the first one and make it sound all rosy and nice and then not tell you what happened afterwards. Shit, man. I'm sick of depression. I'm sick of this weather. I just want to feel good every day, you know? I'm tired of feeling this way. Fucking hate it. But I just don't think medications are the route for me. I've tried them all. And it doesn't matter what I do. There's always some side effect that makes it worse than what I am without. So I'm going to stick with what works and at least kind of helps maintain. So I'm okay, which is just being around the right people, going to my support groups, exercising, trying to get sun. Sometimes I go get some fake sun, the tanning bed, especially if it's been like a long week of just nothing but gray cloudiness. Go sit in the tanning bed. Holy schmack. That'll make a difference. It really does. Anyways, yeah, ditch the people that are bringing you down. I've had to do that again. And yeah, it's been hard. That's part of it. Having to push somebody out of my life that is just not good for me. Anyways, so all right, that's all I got for now. I just wanted to give you an update on that. And if you're struggling with depression, you're not alone. I'm right there with you, doing everything I can to battle it and be an overcomer and be transparent with, you know, with this bullshit that I deal with that goes on in my head and brings me down. You know, if you see me making videos every day, you know I'm not depressed. If you don't see me make a video for a while, you know I'm struggling, because I am super creative and happy when I'm not depressed. But if I'm depressed, I just can't even pick up the camera to do a video for anyone. And I'm sure you understand. I mean, I'm sure there's some of you watching that, you know, you don't even get out of your house and you don't even want to talk to people, you know. You're like afraid if the phone rings or if somebody knocks on the door, or, you know, you don't even want to go out and talk to people in public. You don't want to be around it. You're like, your social anxiety is so bad and you're depressed. And I get it. I really do. I do that sometimes too. But then being locked up in the dark, in a dark room, you know, shutting the door and sleeping all the time is not the answer either. You know, you just have to force yourself to do things. But social aspect is probably the most important. Finding people that are, you know, good for you. And I mean, you know, when you're depressed, it just almost seems like, God, does it ever seem like to you, like there's sometimes just like not even one person has the right answer to tell you to make you feel better? It's like, oh God, you all have the same freaking answers I've heard over and over again. Like nobody freaking gets it, or nobody. It's like, come on, God, just let someone talk some answers into me. And it's like sometimes there's not even one person that can speak the right thing to you to make you feel better. You know what I mean? But then you know, a couple days go by and you start feeling better physically or whatever, and then things make sense again. Today I talked to, you know, a handful of people, my top 2 or 3 people, and you know, things were making sense today, and it felt good. Our talks felt good today. But there for a while I was like, man, people were telling me things and nothing was making me feel good. Nothing. You couldn't say anything. I was like, God, please. Well, enough of my rambling. But I mean, if you suffer from depression, you like totally get what I'm probably talking your language right now, and you get it. You know, you can get super down, and it's just, there just seems to be no answers, and that's what you call despair. When you like have a lack of hope, like you don't see this, you can't even see into the future, because it's like, there ain't no future. You know, nothing's gonna work out. That's what your mind tells you. That's what your depression is telling you. You know, that's your depression talking at you. And that could be the medications that you're on right now, you know, like just you know, I mean, these things freaking depersonalize people all the time. I see it happen. And I understand some people have to be on meds, and I thought I'd give it good old try again, you know, because people say, oh, have you tried any antidepressants? Yeah, I have. Okay, I have, but it's a double-edged sword. And I'd rather not be depersonalized. I'd rather just be myself and feel okay and not medicated, or like it could be like some medication is just fucking with me. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I just don't want that. If you want to support, if you like me, if you like my channel and you want to keep supporting me, get one of these cool t-shirts I made down in the link below the video, homemade worldwide, and check out my stores. I'll put some other links down below. Connect with me, you know, on Instagram and Facebook and all that, so I know you're real. And if you do like comment on something there, just say, hey, you know, this is your friend from YouTube, so I know that you connected with me through YouTube or whatever. Okay, that's how, so I know, because I get a lot of people that connect with me and I have no idea where they came from. You know, it's like, okay, because sometimes they just find your profile and they're like spammers or whatever. So just say something. Hey, it's your friend from YouTube, so I know that you're one of my friends or whatever. Okay, cool. You never know if YouTube takes me down someday. I'd like to have my friends and followers on these other platforms too. So once again, hit me up at the links below. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever, email, and we'll talk there too. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and say hi down in the comments below. Let me know what you're dealing with. You know what? I don't know. In spite of the depression, there's always something inside of you that will say, okay, maybe I will get through this. No matter, and this is what I want to talk. I want to talk to not people with just like short-term depression, but people with long-term depression, because like I've been through the longest drought in my life, and so coming out of it, I feel like I might be coming out of it, you know, on the tail end. But like, I didn't know you could be depressed for this long, you know. And I obviously I went through a divorce. I lost my family unit, and you know, it's just hard to make sense of your life after something like that. You know, it takes a lot out of you, and it's such a painful thing, and I don't wish that on anyone. But I'm grateful I get to see my kids now, and that I have a remotely normal life. But I'm still sad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still sad every day, and it's not what I want. I wanted a family, and things blew up at the wrong time when my kids were little. Very little, when I just absolutely loved being, you know, it was my joy in life was to come home and see my kids smile and look up and be like, hey, everybody make a big deal, daddy's home, you know. And now that's just like, it's just not like that anymore. And so it really hurt me, really broke my heart, and I've never thought I would ever go through this much sadness and despair and depression and hurt and loneliness and pain and anger and self-pity, hopelessness. But you know, sometimes though, even though you go through these long depressions, there's always something inside of you that's saying there's just a little bit of hope. Even though your brain says, fuck it, there ain't nothing's ever gonna work again, it ain't ever gonna work. But down inside, there's something saying and whispering to you like, yes, there is some hope. Yes, there is just a little bit of tiny hope. Hang on to that. Hang on to it, you know. Don't end your story. I'm not going to. I'm making a commitment not to do that. You know, I'm not. I have kids. I can't. It's not an option. Plus, I don't know what's. You know, I don't want to do that. I've had friends do that. You know, I used to attend AA meetings, and my first sponsor, well, way back a long time ago. This was, you know, like 20 or maybe 18 years ago. He was my sponsor, and a few years back, you know, he committed suicide, and he was one of the most influential people in my life. And it's like, wow, how do you go from being this person that influences so many people and helps so many people to checking out of doing the things that you know make you better, to putting a bullet in your brain? I don't understand. But you know, it's this disease, you know, depression or whatever you want to call it. You know, I suppose people would say that was his alcoholism talking to him. You know, I think it was his depression and his low self-worth and his low self-esteem, and you know, just the way he was treating himself wasn't very good. I don't know. I've always suffered with poor self-image problems, and you know, I was teased a lot. You know, in elementary and junior high, I didn't have a lot of talents or coordination. I wasn't great at sports. I did get fairly good at wrestling, but I just didn't have what other people had. So I just kind of felt like this odd one out. I lived on a ranch, and that was my identity, was the ranch, and I just didn't feel like I fit in. And then I got zits in like junior high and high school, and I had pimples all over my face, and girls didn't want anything to do with me. And I mean, and then like my home life wasn't that good either. I didn't really like my stepmom. I didn't really like her, and I didn't like my family situation, and my brothers were little brats. They were whiny little shits, and so I just felt like they got all the favor and attention, and here I was, this ugly black sheep, and then I was made to work on the ranch, and then I didn't feel like, people in school really liked me, and I didn't get good grades, and I mean, I'm telling you what, man, life was hard. I probably put on this fake persona, like, I tried to be cool and stuff, but inside I was really just hurting and hating my life. And I don't know, I just want to encourage people, if there's some kids watching this video, maybe you watched my hard lumps and nipples in adolescent teens, and maybe you're going through some of that too. I just want to encourage you guys too. I wish I would have just been real with somebody, and I wish I would have had somebody to be real with, like talk to the counselor. I always envied the kids that said, oh yeah, I want to talk to the guidance counselor or whatever, and I would sit there and think about that. I wonder if that would make me feel good or help me out. I never did that. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I get encouraged? I don't know. I could have really used it, but I use that stuff now. I'll let you know. I use that kind of stuff now. I use the people and the tools that I can to help me feel better. And I mean, you can just tell it in me that in general, that's who I am. I'm a much better person. I'm happier. There's still a lot of times where I don't like myself, and I think I'm just not good enough looking, or I'm not smart enough, or I don't know. I really struggle with a lot with feeling like a failure in life too. Like I'm 42, I should be somewhere. I had a great career. That got screwed up, and then I've just had a bunch of these little jobs. I just have nothing to show for that I want in life, that I wish I had at this age, and I wish I had more to offer my kids. And I just beat myself up thinking I'm no good, and I don't know. It's not true, it's just not true. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay, and things are going to be okay for you too. And so that's part of the reason why I want to do these videos, is because I think a lot of people that talk about depression don't really get it, because they haven't really been there. Or if they do talk about it, they end up just like talking at you, telling you all the answers. I don't have all the fucking answers, I'm just trying to do the best I can too, like I want to talk with you guys and try to truly help people that are going through what I'm going through, and I think I can do that through being transparent with how I really feel, the things that I really go with, because the first step in helping someone is they must identify with me. If I don't identify with you, how can I help you? If I'm just trying to like jam the answers, no, right? It doesn't work, does it? You guys know that. If there's something you want to see me talk about, or if you've got any questions for me, if you just want to talk to a friend, somebody that understands, hit me up on Snapchat, man. Seriously. Put the link, I've got the link below my video. I love you guys, and I just want to thank you for watching. Once again, check out my store if you want to get one of these cool shirts. That would like totally make my day if somebody would just buy one of these shirts and be the first one, right? Come on, help me out here. If you love me and you appreciate what I do for you on video and the way I talk, just support me that way or whatever. Or just hit me up on Snapchat or whatever, Instagram. I'd love to talk some more. And I appreciate the people that help me out, like Kenneth and Jasmine and Seth and Jason and who else? Steve. I mean, there's a whole bunch of you guys. I just get messages all the time from people that are like checking up on me after they've seen my videos. They're like, how you doing, man? And it's like, oh, thank God, I kind of put myself out there, but then it's like, now that, when I'm down, I'll have like 5 people text me, it's like, hey, I'm doing okay. Not really. But I try to be honest about it. Anyways, love you guys. I hope this video helped someone out. If you're looking at me right now and you're saying, wow, yeah, this really did touch me and talk to me, let me know. Let me know. All right. It's kind of like, I love Trent Shelton, man. It's like rehab time. Let's get it. Story's not over, man. All right. Peace out. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.